hi guys, do you have a narcissist around? A narcissist that you have to stay in relationships with? Somebody like your close relative or your significant other or your husband or wife? Somebody that you found out that this person is toxic, you found out that this person is a narcissist, but you have to stay in these relationships because it's your parent. Let's say it's your parent and you cannot just break up with your parent, or it's your spouse and again there is some circumstances that you cannot break up with your spouse at this point. Let's say you have small kids and you don't want to leave them without a father or a mother. You have some financial situation that keeps you in these relationships. So let's say you have a relationships with a narcissist that you cannot get out. So you need to think how to work it out to make it workable for you. Because relationships with a narcissist are workable for a narcissist. Narcissist feels amazing in any close relationships because he is extremely toxic, and with his or her toxicity they completely capture you and they use you the way they want. So they run the show in these relationships and they feel extremely comfortable there. What you cannot say about another party of these relationships who is actually under this narcissistic abuse. And you know, YouTube is full of recommendations about narcissists. There are plenty of videos where they will tell you what narcissists are and how it's terrible to be in relationships with them, that it's absolutely unbearable and you are done if you're in those relationships. And yes, all this is true, all this is absolute and clear true, but there are those circumstances that sometimes you just cannot get out of these relationships. So what to do then? And that information you cannot find anywhere. And this is why we will talk about that here. And let's get straight to business. What is the main strategy to deal with a narcissist? What is the main strategy to make these relationships work and work for you? Let's make it clear, not for the narcissist. For the narcissist, everything works as is, but we have to work hard to make it work for you. So the main point and the main remedy, whatever you call it, in the relationship with a narcissist is to become a narcissist in these relationships. Only then you would be able to handle this. Only then you will be able to see some kind of respect, if you can call it. But narcissist will be more careful about dealing with you. A narcissist will be more careful about hurting you, about touching your painful spots the way he or she does now without any hesitations. But if you will become a narcissist in the relationships with a narcissist, then you will be counted, and this is the only solution and remedy here. So let's talk how we can organize that for you. And the main disclaimer that I have to give up front is this warning that everything what we will talk about relationships with a narcissist are absolutely intolerable and totally banned and prohibited in the relationships with a not narcissist, with any healthy relationships. So if you have any healthy relationships in your life, you have other people that you have relationships with, you are planning to be in other relationships after this narcissist, let's say, you have to keep all your consciousness to use these strategies only in these narcissistic relationships, because they are absolutely intolerable and totally unacceptable in any healthy relationships. And this is the very important disclaimer here. So what do I mean here? There is a one big point in the relationships with a narcissist to be able to handle it in a successful way is to know the painful spot of a narcissist. The main painful spot of a narcissist is narcissistic shame. A narcissist cannot tolerate shame at any point. This is why, shortly speaking, this person became a narcissist, because this is basically early childhood trauma that traumatized this person in his or her childhood, that actually traumatized them with shame, which became a narcissistic shame, and this shame is something what broke their personality. It's pretty much like basically split their personality, and now these people, they behave that way because simply they split. We can talk about that more. Probably you heard about that in other narcissistic videos, so we are not talking about that here. But the point is to know the weak spot of a narcissist, which is their shame. And when you know that, you will be able to handle this narcissist. You will be able to manage this narcissist and to prevent this narcissist from doing whatever he is doing now. Using this tool of shame that narcissists cannot tolerate, you have to shame him or her ahead of the curve. So literally you have to only use this tool to handle all occasions that this person is doing and you don't like. Because this is the very important point, what I said in the disclaimer, that you cannot use what you will use with the relationship with a narcissist, you cannot use that in a healthy relationships, and vice versa. So you cannot use something what you would use in healthy relationships in the relationships with a narcissist. And this is why narcissists always will twist everything upside down and turn everything against you. So you always will turn out to be an idiot in this relationship. You will always end up being somebody something is wrong with. You always will feel that everything what you do is wrong, and maybe you say something wrong. So the point that let's see some examples what we can review here. Let's say a narcissist is doing something what you don't like. Let's say you are a woman and this is your husband and he is a narcissist, and let's say he likes to spank you in some flirty way, but it's something painful to you and you don't like that. In the healthy relationships, you just say like, honey, I don't like when you do that, it's unpleasant for me. And that will be enough just to speak up what you don't like and what is unpleasant to you. And healthy person will hear that, will accept that information and simply wouldn't do that anymore. A narcissist will never hear and never accept that. If you will say that to the narcissist, like, honey, I don't like when you do that, it's unpleasant to me, a narcissist will twist everything around and turn that against you. He will start bullying you, something like, oh, everybody likes that, but you are the only one who doesn't like, something is wrong with you, you are not a normal woman, all women like when they get spanked, and something is not right with you. So in the end, nobody will hear your complaint that you don't like, and on the top of that, you will start feeling that you are a wrong woman, that something is not right with you. So now you see why you cannot use healthy communication in the relationships with a narcissist and vice versa. So with a narcissist, we are using shame as a tool of the game. So we are using shame for any occasions where narcissists behave wrong. When narcissist behaves wrong, when narcissist violates your boundaries, when he does anything what you don't like, you use shame. Let's think how we can use shame in this example with, let's say, husband who give you some spank and you don't like that. Instead of saying that, honey, I don't like that, it's unpleasant to me, you are using shame ahead of the curve. So you are just saying, is there something wrong with you that you are spanking me? Maybe something is wrong with you that you like to give people pain. Are you enjoying that? Maybe you have some sadistic traits in you. Are you psychopath? Let's read about that. I think something could be wrong with you. Maybe you should go to see a specialist about that. So right away, without explaining what you like or you don't like, you have to twist that on him to point that his behavior is showing something is wrong with him. And this is what it calls shame ahead of the curve that you have to use with a narcissist. And when narcissist will see that after messing with you, he is getting this type of smacks, He will be very careful about messing with you again. He will count you more. He will be more careful, and you might start feeling that you are even getting some respect in this relationship. But there is another important point in relationship with a narcissist is your boundaries. Your boundaries will be drastically violated in these relationships. They simply will be destroyed, and if you're in these relationships already for a while, most likely you don't even have any boundaries with this person. This person does whatever he wants in your life, and you simply don't even notice that something is not right about that, because you already got used to what's going on and you already got used to this type of order. Boundaries is a totally separate subject, so we can make a separate video about that. Please write down below in the comments if you are interested. But here we only can say that if you will feel any kind of discomfort, like about anything what this person is doing, it means this person is violating your boundaries, period. And you have to start defending them. You have to start to rebuild them, because in these relationships they were destroyed, right? So we have to rebuild your boundaries. And again, in this relationship with a narcissist, it will work totally different than it would work in healthy relationships, where in healthy relationships you would just ask this person to do something or not to do something, and that will be just enough. Healthy person will hear you. Let's say a narcissist, let's imagine that this is your toxic relative, your parent, let's say. So this person, your parent, let's say he is toxic, used to come to you without any warnings, without any note, without any note in advance. So you don't know when this person will show up in your house, and you don't feel comfortable about that. So you want to talk to this person, and if this is a healthy person, it's just enough to say that, please, can you call me next time when you will be about to come, or please do not come in this specific time. And that will be just enough. A healthy person will hear you just fine. What will happen if you will say that to a narcissist? First of all, a narcissist will be offended because you are trying to tell him what to do, and narcissists don't like to be told what to do. They just feel that with you they can do whatever they want, so they don't want to feel restricted in their actions towards you. So first of all, they will be offended on you. Most likely they will try to take some revenge for that, and they will keep doing what they were doing. So if they were coming to you without any note in advance, they will keep doing that. And doesn't matter if you like it or not. So you got it, right? How it works. So you have to work on your boundaries really hard. Like in this specific example, when this parent, let's say toxic parent, is coming to you without any note in advance, and you don't like that, you just say that, please do not come in this time, or do not come without calling in advance. And if you will come without letting me know that you are coming, I just do not open the door, period. And you have to perform what you are saying. So next time when this person shows up without letting you know, you just do not open the door. So you perform what you said. Of course, this person will get mad, will be offended and whatever else, but it will start counting you, and somehow it will even accept your rules. If you will be hard on them, and if you will perform everything what you are saying as otherwise. Please do not do that otherwise, and it should be some really strong, harsh actions. Or a shame ahead of the curve also will work in that case. The main point in the relationship with a narcissist and with your strategy to become a narcissist in these relationships, to be counted, to be respected, just to have your own space, because with a narcissist you do not have your own space. Narcissist will come and step on you and wouldn't even notice that he's actually stepping on you. The main point in these relationships is to come out from being submissive. You have to get out from being under the narcissist. And when you will start using their tools, where shame is the main tool, you will actually be able to do that. So you will be already next to him, not under, but next. and then your completely different quality of life starts. So let me know if this video was helpful, if you found anything new in this video that you didn't know before. If you are interested to review any other subject about narcissists, about relationships, write down all that below. That will help me to understand what you are interested in, what you are looking for. Also, if you have stories with a narcissist, if you had any kind of relationships with a narcissist and you could get out of there, or you are still there, also please write down in the comments how these relationships were, how could you get out of there, and share your tools that you probably found helpful in those relationships. They always will be helpful for others. And now hit hard that like button, subscribe for this channel, and see you in the next video. Bye.